was that the main thing for like a decade, or and like walk me through how you ended up scaling that? Was that all through media?
Well, we had
Yeah.
yeah, okay. The radio show didn't make money for a decade because they don't pay you to do radio. Even today, I don't get paid by radio stations. I have a clock split with them, and so and we didn't have anything to sell when we split the clock, and so we didn't make any money. So whatever we put into radio was lost dollars. But it was the megaphone. It was the lead mechanism. Okay, and so I started doing some speaking, and then I thought, well, hey, we could do like a little public event in town because we were only on the air in one time. So we went on the radio and announced, and I think we had I don't know 100 people or something come out and paid us like $40 or something to sit for 3 hours or 5 hours or whatever it was and listen to me yammer in my hillbilly twang about getting out of debt. And so we had live events started to develop. We had the little book, so we had a little bit of a publishing thing going. And we had the class itself, which is a long form. It's a combination of 12-step and curriculum, so to speak. And so radio, publishing, live events, those were the first, and what becomes Financial Peace University were the first element. Oh, and one-on-one coaching, one-on-one counseling, we called it in those days. We now call it financial coaching. So there's no confusion that we're not licensed therapists. Because some people can't seem to, it's not clear. But anyway, coaching is hard to mess that up. So, so we do that. And each of those things grew at different rates. And so there were different times in the 30 years that Financial Peace University was bringing in the lion's share of the money. And then publishing would come up and pass it. Live events has pretty much always been a slightly profitable, but really good secondary lead source.
Okay.
So if you come to a live event, because you heard us on the radio, it's going down the funnel, the marketing funnel, so to speak, and then they might buy Financial Peace University, which is a 9-week commitment and a higher, instead of a $20 event ticket, it's $80 to go through it or whatever. So we were working that, and there were always books on the back table too. So and so once those things worked, and the book, then we had a New York Times, the book eventually evolved and was purchased by a publisher and became our first New York Times bestseller. Once that happened, and then we start doing we start getting more and more radio stations and doing more and more media. So instead of just doing the little local news guy, we actually, with the book tour the first time, got on the Today Show. And then that opened up something.